anywhere. And if you say you love me,
this year's love it made a list. Heaven knows it's high time. I've been waiting on my own too long. And when you hold me like you do, it feels so right. Oh, now I start to forget how my heart gets torn when that hurt gets thrown, feeling like it can't go on. Turning circles and time again, cut like a knife. Oh, now if you love me, I got to know
think I've had the good fortune to meet most of you here today at some point or another. But for those of you I haven't met, my name is Bianca, and I used to work here with Isabel in Melbourne. For the story of how Isabel and Peter met, I would like to welcome Alicia Clancy, one of the couple's closest friends.
Woo!
On April 5th, 2017, after a little liquid courage, Peter took Isabel on their first date to the Jimmy rooftop. It was a night bursting with laughter and instant connection set against the sparkling backdrop of the New York City skyline. They shared such a strong connection, in fact, that Peter found it necessary to confirm their second date before they'd even finished the first, and then the third before they finished the second, and so on and so on. Needless to say, his persistence paid off, and it wasn't long before the two were officially a couple. In addition to their love of rooftop bars, they also share a love for adventure and travel. In their nearly 3 years together, they've traveled more than some couples have in an entire lifetime, lounging on exotic beaches in the Dominican Republic, sunset kisses in Antigua, sharing tapas in Spain, swimming with wild dolphins in Hawaii, and so much more. They can't wait to see the rest of the beautiful world together. Their most important travels, however, have been with each other's families, getting to spend time together and growing to love them as their own. From Australia among the roos and the huntsmans, and to Florida among the palms and the crocodiles, they've somehow managed to survive all of those dangers, talking about the in-laws, and come out stronger on the other side. After Isabel took the terrifying trust fall of confessing her love to Peter, their relationship only intensified and deepened. They then took the next step in their relationship in March of 2018, moving into a Greenwich Village apartment together. Realizing that he couldn't spend his life without Isabel, Peter then took his own leap of faith and asked her to be his wife on her 30th birthday, back at the place where it all began, the Jimmy. They've now started yet another adventure together, officially tying the knot at City Hall on their second anniversary last April, surrounded by some of their closest friends. Isabel and Peter are so thankful to be finally celebrating their union with the rest of their beloved friends and family here today.
Thank you, Alicia. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends a normal relationship and it becomes something so pure, so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. For Isabel and Peter, that happened when they met each other. I know how deeply these two care for and love one another. I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as witnesses to their commitment of a lifetime of love and happiness. As a third-party spectator to their developing love, it was extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals on their own, together they are even better. Today's date is also of importance. The 20th of the 2nd, 2020. In the world of astrology, today is a perfect date to be married. Astrology suggests that a union made on today will be filled with emotional stability and a long-lasting relationship filled with love. I strongly believe in the union of this love and a lifetime of happiness for this couple. I would now like to welcome Mike. He's going to present a reading, and then Alicia's going to come back up and share another poem with us all. Thank you, Mike.
This is an excerpt from Dolly Alderton's Everything I Know About Love. I know that love can be loud and jubilant, and I also know that love is a pretty quiet thing. It's lying on your sofa together drinking coffee, talking about where you're going to go the morning to drink even more coffee. It's folding down pages of a book you think they'd find interesting. It's hanging up their laundry when they leave the house, having moronically forgotten to take it out of the washing machine. I know that love happens under the splendor of moon and stars and fireworks and sunsets, but it also happens when you're lying on blow-up airbeds in a childhood bedroom. It's saying, "You're safer here than in a car," as they hyperventilate next to you on a plane waiting for takeoff. It's also a text saying, "Hope your day is going well," or "Thinking of you today." Love is quiet, reassuring, relaxing, pottering, pedantic, harmonious hum of a thing. Something you can easily forget is there, even though its palms are outstretched beneath you in case you fall.
Thank you.
This is called The One. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart. When the one whose eyes you gaze into give your hope and dreams their start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight. And the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through.
Thank you. So without a further ado, the vows, if we can keep it together, is.
You got this.
So, we are gathered here today to join Isabel and Peter in the union of marriage. This contract is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with the deep realizations of its obligations and responsibility. The bride and groom have both prepared their own vows that they were now going to read.
Peter, with each day that I grow to know you better, I fall deeper in love with you. And with each day that I grow to know your family and friends better,
You got this.
I understand how you became the incredible man that is standing across from you today. You make me feel safe, and there is no place I feel happier than by your side, or more specifically, in your arms after demanding cuddles. I promise to be there for you always and forever, and I can't wait to start this new chapter with you.
All right then. Tonight is. I can still remember before our first date drinking whiskey under my work desk to calm down my nerves at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. By our second date, I had already told my friends I was in love. I was half kidding, but those feelings quickly became more real, and here we are today. You had me the first time you said tomato, which most just us Americans will understand. When I look at you, I still pinch myself. Today I stand here and promise to love you in good times and in bad, when life seems easy and when it gets hard sometimes, when a relationship feels effortless and when it takes a little bit of work. I promise to remind you how beautiful you are, even when you think you're having a bad day, and not just to say it, because I truly believe that every second of every day. I promise to cook you something tasty when you start to get hangry, or order us takeout Thai food or ramen, even though you know I like Chinese better. I promise to always convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, just for you, because we know you're all too stubborn to learn it. I promise to be here for you when you're feeling homesick, and I never take for granted all the sacrifices you made to be together. I don't believe perfection exists without its quirks and flaws, but to me, you're perfect.
That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. So now, hold hands. Isabel, do you take Peter to be your husband?
I do.
And
Easy
Peter,
one.
do you take Isabel to be your wife?
I do.
We're now going to do the rings. Isabel and Peter will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commitment to each other. The rings are precious metal, and they are also made precious by you wearing them. They mark the beginning of your long journey together. Your wedding ring is a circle, a symbol of love never ending. It is the seal of your vows you have just taken to love each other without end. Okay, Isabel, place the ring on Peter's. Yep. And repeat after me.
As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I be wed.
I thee wed. Yeah.
Like it.
We're in that for life.
And Peter, please place the ring on Isabel's hand.
As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I be wed.
I thee wed.
Thank you.
It's exciting. Okay, to make your relationship work, it will take love. Continue to date each other. Take the time to show each other that your love and marriage grow stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts, you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn to grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future holds. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you've both pledged to today. And now, it is my honour and delight to declare you both married. Go forth and live each day to its fullest. You may seal this with a kiss. I am so pleased to present the newlyweds.
How you do this part?
Mr. and Mrs. Mistina!
Thank you, thank you. Woo! Woo!
My head is filled with ruins. Most of them I built with you. Now the dust no longer moves. Don't disturb the ghost of you. They are empty, they are warm. Tell me what we built this for. On my way to something more. You're that one I can't ignore. I'm gonna miss you. I'm still there. Sometimes I wish we never built this palace. But real love is never a waste of time.